Hi folks, welcome along to another adventure. Today I am in Milford in County Donegal. What you just seen there at the beginning was the male national school that was built in 1832. The schoolmaster that ran this school actually lives up this lane that I'm walking up right now. I've been on this location before, but ever since I have been at this location, I can't get this house out of my mind. You know, it's a house that I want. I can't have it, but I want it. It's really class. I discovered that location on another YouTube video, which I can't find right now, and it interviewed former residents of the house up here. The reason why this house is abandoned right now is, many say that when the schoolmaster died and his wife, they had just never left the house and have been haunting the house ever since. There had been stories of the schoolmaster, which they called Charles, often seen sitting in a chair in the kitchen. The residents also reported that they had been woken up in the middle of the night by the voice of a woman calling for Charles. So not quite sure does the history line up with the name Charles, but they believe that Charles is haunting this house. Now, the residents weren't that overly concerned about the hauntings in the house, but their relations would pull up in the car and refuse to get out of the car, refuse to go into the house. Unfortunately, I can't find that YouTube video, but this is how I found this location. As you can see, very few people come up this way. This is the laneway. And this is our way up to the house. And there's very big trees up here. The schoolmaster here was related to Lord Lucan. Lord Lucan owned a lot of land around the village of Milford, and he used to come in every so often to collect the rent. But instead of Lord Lucan going around to all the properties to collect the rent, the headmaster here, who was related to Lord Lucan, used to collect the rent around Milford. And one day Lord Lucan was actually on the way to Milford to collect his money at this house here, and he was killed. He wasn't a very popular person because he was very greedy for money, and this is probably because this is probably the reason why the headmaster here has such a big house. around here, and I've seen it on the YouTube video, there is a shed attached to the side here. So if it does rain, I have somewhere to shelter, even if it is dark and damp. Oil central heating. And here's the back garden. And here's the back of the house. Just as I was passing there, I could hear 2 loud taps on the glass behind the wooden panelling on the windows. So I don't know if birds got down the chimney and got trapped in there, which sometimes happens. I wouldn't put it down to paranormal activity or anything like that. But I would love to see the inside of this building, but unfortunately I can't. The trees out around here are pretty massive, so you can imagine how old this actual house is. Between the traffic, when you don't hear any cars, there is a really, really eerie silence around here. And I can't say I'm scared or anything. It is so calming and peaceful, you know. There is a squealing going on in the background, and I think it possibly is a cat. Horse. This horse was here the last time I was here. It's back. Look at this, it's beautiful. It's a change from cows. Hello. Imagine if somebody knocked back. I'd be running. Sometimes it's not all about, you know, can we get paranormal activity. Sometimes, you know, when there is no paranormal activity taking place or anything like that, you know, it's just sometimes a nice location to be at, you know. The white horse is back to say hello. Paranormal investigating involves hours of sitting there, often with nothing happening, waiting for something to happen. Now, when I go to these locations, I don't spend half enough time on them as far as paranormal investigations go, but they're kind of, I like to do a sweep when I go there, just in case I can pick up something straight away or anything like that. It's not a proper investigation, but at the same time, people aren't into the paranormal. They can follow the places I go to, you know, and this is one of the places that I like. To me, it's a very peaceful place. I just wanted to show you it while I was in the area and that. So hope you enjoyed the video, folks, and I will see you in the next one.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show